So I started writing Out of Time. I I want to say last June of 2018, and pretty much like the whole concept of the song is about feeling like you're not going to have enough time to achieve what it is you want to achieve. And I say what really inspired that was just like the circumstances that were going on around that time. Like one of my friends had gotten killed at an early age, and people that I used to go to school with was dying left and right. And I was just thinking like, man, like we really don't know how much time we got on this earth. So that's where the concept came from. So when I wrote my verse, I was just just talking about what I aspire to do before I leave, and just talking about other things, such as like, conversations I've had with my friends about, trying to get their stuff together and, not to play around with time basically. So I ended up getting Eman Jones on there and my homie Dub on there also, which is funny how that happened because it was actually going to be just one of them on there instead of both of them because I had asked Eman to hop on it, but he was on tour at the time, so he couldn't really give me like his verse back like quicker than what he did. So it took him about like a year to get his verse back to me. So I didn't think I was gonna be able to get him on the song. So I put my homie Dub on the track. I asked him to be on it, and he wrote his verse and all that. Well, as soon as Dub wrote his verse, E-Man was like, "Yo, I got my verse ready." So I'm like, "Oh man, like." I was thinking, that I'd have to pick, either one or the other because I didn't want the song. Like I didn't know how I felt about, all three of us being on the track and, the track being like 6 minutes long because everybody loves shorter rap songs these days. But I decided to go against the grain and I ended up, deciding, fuck it, like let's just all three of us just spit on there. And one of the things that I feel like make the song real unique is the fact that everybody brought their own perspective. Like I had my perspective. E-Man, pretty much talked about his perspective on the city of Dayton and how he feels like, they've been sleeping on his come up and whatnot. And Dub was just pretty much talking about, the trials and tribulations that he had to go through as an artist and, things that he's still going through. So I think that's what makes a song special. And I still feel like it's one of the more slept on songs off the project because it's not as hype as others. But I still think, it's probably one of the best lyrical songs I have to date for sure with the three of us on there, spitting as hard as we did. So that's how Out of Time came together.